Here we go. We are good. We are set. It is a Monday. Will's feeling it. But we are so excited to talk about Diamond with you guys because truly this is the first, I mean, I know we talk about Emerald, which is so important. And Emerald is like, you guys can hit Emerald like the hour you sign up as a coach, right? It's just 2 people. Diamond is really one of those things that honestly, I think we overcomplicate. I think that we spend too much time in our heads about, and it is so important because this is really the first step that is going to blow up your business. And Rachel and I are going to break it down for you tonight. Rachel, I'm just pulling up the slides right now here. Hold on. I can share my screen. Here we go. Because, and I want you guys, as you're on this call tonight, to think about if you are already Diamond, then you're going to go Diamond again, right? And we're going to talk about this of kind of this offense versus defense mentality. But if you're not a Diamond, even if you've been a coach for one day, this is one of those things I've seen coaches hit this in 3 weeks. I've seen coaches hit this in 3 months. This is not something that you need to make this super, super hard thing. So I think Rachel and I are both going to share kind of how we got there really briefly before we dive into this. Rachel, do you want to go first? Or no, I can go first. I'll go first. Perfect. So I was a coach for 9 months hitting Diamond, which I would say is probably average-ish. It's not like a super fast builder, but I got there. I did not have working coaches. I signed people up for the discount opportunity, which we're going to share with you about tonight. And then I made my husband an Emerald coach because I wanted him to cycle more and get more income. And I had a girl who was rocking it in my challenge groups, and she invited 2 friends and she hit Diamond. And so that is really as simple as it was for me. And it was really this mindset shift about 6 months into my business where I realized, you know what, this is really that next level that's going to help me grow and grow my income. And I was very motivated by income. So that's kind of how I got there. And we're going to break it down a little bit more. I'll let Rachel share her story.
Yeah, I remember very clearly, like, I know my coach is Melanie, and she was definitely, and this, like, guys, listen to me when I say this, like, if you're not setting goals in your business and pushing your team to like hit their own goals, then you're probably not going anywhere. I remember Melanie wanted to hit a certain rank, and she was teaching us how to grow and recruit coaches and hit Diamond, because that was important for me. She was teaching me the importance of Diamond, and that's what we're doing for you guys tonight. And so she had this group of coaches. She was like, all right, we're going to go together and we're all going to do it together. And we did. And it was a group. It was a push. It was an effort together. And so when I say I was never alone in this business, I was never alone. And so basically I became a coach in August. I think I hit Diamond by December. And it was just literally focusing on Success Club and doing the things that we are going to teach you guys tonight. And I had no idea what Diamond would mean for me. I had no idea what that was going to unlock for me. I know that Melanie told me over and over, but you have to do it before honestly you get it. And so like if you're listening tonight, if you're a new coach or if you've been a coach for 2 years and you've never made this a goal, just please like pay attention, listen. You're going to have to hear it over and over again. But I went Diamond and I was like, okay, now what? Like what happens next, right? And so like you guys may be feeling that way too. So we are going to break it down for you guys, but it is such an important stepping stone into really, really growing this business to where you want to go. Okay. So that's kind of how I did it. Somebody told me to do it, and I did it. And then we took the next steps.
Yeah. So first of all, let's kind of just break it down super simple, especially if you're new, like what is this? So this is all that it is. If you go into your back office, you can look, and I would encourage you, if you haven't yet, actually jot this down on a piece of paper, like plug in your people's names and just see, because honestly, you might be closer than you think. But all it is having 4 active coaches on each leg. So if someone goes inactive, if they're grayed out in your back office, they haven't ordered anything in a while, they don't count until you re-up. So it's 4 active coaches. 1 coach on each side needs to be Emerald. Again, we know how easy Emerald is, right? It's just those 2 people. So it basically just shows that you're duplicating your own success, and you are now not only helping your customers get results in their health and fitness, but you're also helping your coaches earn some income and do the same thing. And then you also have a personal volume requirement which is 100 personal volume points over 35. Honestly, if you are an active coach, if you're hitting Success Club, this is not something that you need to be worried about. Like, it's just going to happen automatically, but just so you have it there. So that's all that it is. Plug in your people for emeralds. Okay, that's it. If you have a spouse account, getting them to emerald as quickly as possible is really, really helpful, because then they are having those team cycle bonuses too, and you're kind of double dipping on income a little bit, which is really helpful. So don't build them until you personally hit Success Club. Like, my husband's account is always bottom of my priority list in terms of where I put things, but it's really nice and really helpful to have that other account that you can control. So if that's the goal for you, look at the accounts that you have control over as well. So why Diamond, right? Why do we want to hit it? First of all, income. I know a lot of you are in this because, let's be honest, guys, we all want to help people. You don't have to, like, we all know that. We love people. We help people. That's important. You cannot feel bad about wanting to earn an income too. Okay. I came into the business side of this because I wanted to come home and not have my kids in daycare anymore. I don't feel bad about talking about income, and you should be paid for the work that you do. One of the things that I really love and appreciate and respect about Beachbody, even though it can feel hard at the beginning, is this is not a get-rich-quick scheme business. This is not a compensation plan that you come in and it's a flash in the pan with, here's your car and here's your trip and here's all your free stuff, and then it stalls out. This is a business plan that, as you do the work and as you grow as a leader, the compensation gets better and better and better, and you really start to unlock it, and it truly prepares you to handle the next amount of bonuses that you get, the leadership steps. It allows you to grow in a way that matches where you personally are at, which I think is so important. And so as a Diamond coach, you are going to have more income growth. So you can now make you can have larger team cycle bonuses. It's going to be $18 a cycle instead of $14 a cycle as an emerald. And that might not sound like a big deal, but it actually really, as your paychecks start to grow, it really makes a difference. And I know for me, I have a couple girls on my team who were diamonds, fell to emerald, popped back to diamond, and they messaged me like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have those diamond cycles back. It does add up. You also are able to get a higher matching check bonus, which means that as your coaches are doing work, you get rewarded for that. And then you can get free coach leads, which don't happen to me a ton, to be honest, but it's nice to know I could have that. So that's a big piece there. With the income growth of Diamond, and we're going to talk about this as we go, I don't want you to think that you're going to hit Diamond, because we all talk about it, and that you're going to be making 6 figures that next week, okay? That's not how this business works. But it allows you to truly not max out at $250 a week on those cycle bonuses, which is huge. And it really gives you the foundational building block tools to skyrocket to that full-time 6-figure and more income. The next thing, and this was huge, Rachel and I were both talking about this with each other earlier, is you get added to the Rising Stars page. There's this special page for the Dream Team for Diamond and Above leaders, where we have Mel runs weekly leadership calls. You get poured into in terms of strategy and compensation and leadership growth. And when you surround yourself with people who make you want to level up, you really start leveling up. And I know for me, when I got added in there and I was seeing all these names of these leaders that I really respect and seeing their questions and things like that, it helped me grow. It gave me a confidence boost. It gave me tools to take back to my team. And it gave me this sense of belonging that I was a leader. I think sometimes we hit these things before we fully feel worthy of it or capable. And so that's going to be one of those things that probably happens to you, is you're going to hit Diamond and be like, well, I only have one working coach or whatever. This group, these kinds of leadership opportunities are what are going to build you into the leader that's going to recruit rock stars. So it's really important. And then you also are going to be recognized as a leader, right? You get fun stuff like summit recognition and medals and your name on things and all that. But you're also going to get a corporate mentor. You're going to get recognized as a leader in the business, and you're going to start to have more depth on your team because you do have emerald cycling. So it's one of those things that it's super, super worth it, but it's just step one of that foundation of building a growing and sustainable business. So let's talk about it. Like we said at the beginning, keep it simple. We overcomplicate this. I saw something in the chat where they're like, I was in my head and I didn't think I could do it for so long. I don't know what it is about this rank that does that to people, but it does. So just keep it simple, guys. It's 12 people. 12 people. So if you look at this now, you'd have to adjust this a little bit, right? Because we're in June already. But you can see if you hit Success Club and you sign up at least 2 people or 3 people as a discount coach or a working coach, you're going to be diamond in August, or now it would be September. That's literally all that it is. Do you see how simple that is? It's so, so basic. And so you're doing the bare minimum of your business. And guys, I'm just going to give you some tough love. If you're not hitting Success Club, you do not have a business, okay? 3 people a month is not hard. And this is what keeps the doors open to your business. So if you're sitting here saying, I'm a working coach, but you're not even helping 3 people a month, this goal is not going to happen for you. So you need to switch that right now. Like, this is step 1, is you're going to do that. And I want to make this even more simple for you guys, okay? If you are sending 3 invites a day or a month, you're going to talk to 90 people. That's almost people that you've talked to in the course of a month. Out of 100 people, you can totally find 3 people to help if you are being consistent in sharing your story, like Rachel was talking about with your transformation, if you are being consistent about talking about the opportunity, if you're being consistent in your own workouts, in your own nutrition, that absolutely will happen. Those vital behaviors are called that for a reason. It all goes together. And so if you can just shift that mentality and say, these 3 people I'm helping this month, maybe you don't have working coaches, but you're going to sign them up with your discount. Boom, you're there. And then we just help 2 of them. And one of the things that I love doing is saying, hey, you're getting signed up with my discount, and guess what? You're going to get 3 promo codes. Let's have a friend jump in and do it with you. I'll totally help you get them signed up so you get commission. They'll get $10 off, and you'll have an extra accountability buddy in our group. So you're going to get even better results. And boom, you've made your people emerald. So do you see how this is not that complicated? Like, it really isn't. So just think about it in these terms of, you hit Success Club, you're being consistent, and then you're going to help them do that same exact thing. And in the background, you're going to be talking about the business more. So we'll get into that, but this is all that it is. So all of you, honestly, guys, really should be, not being mean, but you should be diamonds by September. Okay. So I want you to draw a line in the sand and just say, this is a priority for my business. And I will be, give yourself a date. I will be diamond by September 1st. Like, I know that I can do this, and here's my breakdown, and here's how it's going to happen. So before we kind of move into what to say, how to do it, I want to just set the stage for you guys a little bit, because we talk about diamond, but that's not the end goal. So for me, one of the biggest motivators in my business, like I said, was income. And so 2-star is really where you need to have your sights set. You don't hit diamond and stop. You're going to hit diamond and use that as a launching pad to keep going. When you hit 2-star, you're able to open up a second business center, which means you just clone yourself basically. But that will double your income. It doubled my income for me in a month. What I was able to use to quit my job and come home to my crazy kiddos, you might be able to hear. It also gives you these quarterly bonuses. So this is an example of the bonuses that are paid out every single quarter, and you get everything below your current rank. Meaning, if you're a 5-star coach, you get the 5-star bonus and the 2-star bonus. And so you start looking at this, and it really starts to grow your income. And I know that some of this may seem unattainable for you right now, guys, but all it takes is 2 people on your team catching that same vision that you have. It's really not as complicated as we make it. And so this is kind of where I want you guys to really set your vision. You might not be an Enneagram 3 like me and want all the recognition and care about elite and top 10 and all those things, and that's okay. But if you're here saying, I want to make an income for my family, then 2-star at least needs to be a non-negotiable for you. This needs to be where you're headed as soon as you can get there, as quickly as you can. So let's talk about taking action, and I'm going to turn it over to Rachel.
Yes. All right. So let me ask this first, and I want you guys to really participate and chat in the chat bar. Who was scared to talk about? Who was scared to start posting about coaching, sharing their transformation, and inviting to a challenge group? Like, chat. Tell me in the chat bar. Yeah. Maybe. Okay. I love it. So same thing. You were scared to do it, but you did it. And I always find that in my own personal coaching journey and in everybody that I work with, it's the next scary big step to start talking about coaching, right? You may be hitting Success Club, you may not be hitting Success Club, and Abby's words just kind of like got you to the core, right? And that's good. That's what we're here. We're here to speak truth into you. We're not going to sit here and say if you're not hitting Success Club, that's okay, your business is going to grow anyways, right? We're here to teach you and to train you and to like speak truth into you, right? So coaching, honestly, is no different. Inviting to coaching, recruiting coaches, discounts are working, is no different than taking that first big step that you took to start sharing on social media, to start telling people about your workouts, to start inviting to your challenge groups, all right? And so what I find is that a lot of coaches are like, okay, I can talk about workouts, I can talk about nutrition, I can talk about my transformation, but they don't take that leap into talking about coaching because they're so many frauding feelings are filling their head, right? But I am here to tell you that mindset is everything. If you can come in and you can crush a workout program and you can drink a shake and you can post on social media and you can be a part of a challenge group, you can talk about coaching and invite people to coaching. And you don't have to do it alone. Like, honestly, that just keeps coming out of my mouth. You are not alone in this business. You are not alone in sharing your story or training coaches. There are people here to help you, all right? So don't let fear be the thing that stops you from taking action and growing your business. And you have to think about, like, what are you offering? Before I sit down to really talk about coaching or invite to coaching or run a sneak peek with my team or whatever it is, I honestly have to have a mindset focus. Like, what am I offering people? I'm not just offering people, like Abby said, a get rich quick scheme or a car. You're guaranteed a car when you sign up. I'm offering people health and fitness long term. I'm offering people a community, a tribe of women who want to work and want to show up alongside each other. I'm offering people like, hey, if you work hard, you get this for your hard work, right? There's nothing easy about this business, but that is a good thing. Like, that's a good thing. Why do you want something that comes easy? That's not fulfilling and satisfying. I'm offering people an opportunity to make an impact in the world. We only get a few years in this world, you guys. Like, why not use them to serve people and do good things? And so I also sit down and I think about, like, what has this done for me? And I'm going to show you this next slide in just a second. But like, I literally made a list of things that are different about my life because of coaching. And so this is what I literally sat down. I got off a call with Melanie one week and she poured some truth into me. And I sat down and I just made a list. Like, what was my life like before I started? And what is it like now? And I made a then and now list, literally. And before I became a coach, I was tired. I had no energy to keep up with my beautiful two boys. I was broke. We were living paycheck to paycheck. Some weeks not even know where the medical bill payments are going to come from. I was working like 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. I was not fulfilled. I mean, I loved what I did as a teacher, but it was not fulfilling in the way this job is. I was missing moments with my kids because I was gone to a job for 10 hours a day. And then whenever I came home, I had like maybe 3 hours with them. And, you know, just, I mean, they're my kids. Like, God didn't make me to spend 3 hours a day with them, right? And so I wanted more time with them. I was not using my gifts. Heck, I didn't even know that the gifts that I had because I was just like literally a zombie. I was definitely lonely. I didn't have the community that I have now because I was just going and working in an office all day long, and I was coming home and I was tired and I had no time for friendships or fellowship, right? And I was definitely not where I'm at today in regards to my walk with my Savior, with God, you know, with my faith. And so now that's all different. Is it just because of Team Beachbody? Not necessarily, but it's because I said yes to this opportunity and what the coaching opportunity has done for me. And so I sat down and I made a list, and it's actually right here on my wall in front of me. And I look at it every single day. And I know that if I don't invite people to do this coaching opportunity with me, then I am, stealing that joy and stealing that opportunity from someone out there who was just like I was 6 years ago. All right. And so that is what I do whenever I start to think, oh, I don't have to send those coaching invites today, or, oh, we're doing a sneak peek, I don't have anybody in there, I might as well just wait until next week, right? No, I have to invite people now. I have to invite people now because my life is different. And I know that my job is to help other people benefit in the ways that I have. So what's the next one, Abby? All right. So this is where you start taking action. This is where you make your own list, your then and your now list, even if it's just like, then I was tired and I didn't know what to do, and now I have a workout plan and I have a nutrition plan and I'm getting results, right? Your list is your list. It doesn't have to look like mine, but make your list of why your life is different. And then you just start talking about it. Then you just start sharing. Then you just start, you go from just talking about nutrition and workouts to actually using the word coach, using the word team, using the word community, and you just start talking about it. I love this quote from Mel Robbins, and it says, start before you are ready, don't prepare, begin. And if there's anything that's true about this business, it's that you have to do the things before you feel ready to do the things. All right. And so that's what we're going to walk you through tonight, is we're going to give you some ideas, some things to start doing now, to start talking about coaching. And yes, you can sign everybody up as discount coaches. Honestly, that's almost how I got to Diamond. I built my husband to Emerald, and I had one working coach who loved it and signed her family up, right? So boom, we went Diamond. But it wasn't stable. I didn't talk coaching really for too long. I didn't talk team building, business building for too long. I don't care if you signed up yesterday. You can build a working team today. All right. People can learn and grow with you. So don't be afraid to do these things, and definitely ask your mentor for help. But you have to start talking about coaching. And we were talking about this, like, what should we advise people to do? How many times a week should we talk about coaching? I think that you should definitely invite in your stories at least twice a week. It doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to be all these perfect slides. Every Thursday we have payday. Every Thursday you have rank advancement. Shout somebody else out on your team. Share that you made $20 this week and it's going to pay for, something fun for your kids. I remember that $75 helped pay for shoes for both of my kids when I was a new coach, or it covered a medical bill, or it, was date night for me and my husband. There are so many ways that you can actually talk about the coaching opportunity and how it is already changing your life. Grab some friends and host a sneak peek. How many people on here are Emerald pushing for Diamond? Like, if you don't have someone to do a sneak peek with, I bet you could probably connect with someone on this call to do it with you, right? I know that we always, I know you guys are in pods probably. I know my team is in Emerald, new coach, cubic zirconia, diamond pods, right? Snag some people, do it scared, do it together. Everything's better when you get to do it with a friend, right? One of the things I really, really encourage you to do, and you can do this in the comfort of your own home, nobody watching, you can open up your Zoom and you can record a what is coaching video. You can make it 10 minutes, tell how you started as a coach, explain what you love about challenge groups, explain, how you share your story on social media, and how you're looking for some bold, brave, courageous women who are really, really ready and willing to do the same thing and to earn an income by making an impact, right? It's that simple. And if they watch your video and they say, tell me more, you can send them a longer video, or you can invite them to that sneak peek that you're going to run every month. It's just taking action and doing it so sloppily. I don't even know if that's a word. Sloppily, very, very sloppy. Nobody showed up for my sneak peek calls for like 6 or 7 months. Like, I did them all by myself. I did it by myself. Nobody showed up, and I recorded it anyways, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and I sent it out to people who did want more information later on, right? I ran sneak peeks where I was the only one posting, or me and a friend, we were the only ones posting. Nobody was engaging. And so, but we just kept doing it because that's how we got more confident, and that's how we learned, and that's how we grew. And so you just got to start, sister. Like, you just got to start. You can't wait until it's like perfect, because it's never going to be perfect, and your momentum is going to grow slowly. All right. We even have this, you've probably seen this, like I know my team has seen it. We have this 22 days of coaching post. Like if you're like, how do I talk about coaching? I'm not even earning, or I'm not going on these fancy trips, or I'm not diamond, or I'm not there yet. There are so many things that you can talk. Coaching is not just rank and income. Coaching is just a lifestyle change. It can rock somebody else's world just like it has mine. So we will give you this for sure. If you don't have a copy of that, we'll share these slides so you guys can have that as well. But just start talking about it twice a week. Make a post that has the word coach in it, and I promise you, you will start to see some change. And like I said before, inviting to coaching, we're going to give you guys a couple of examples of how to do this. Inviting to coaching is honestly no different than inviting to your boot camps. You may have less engagement on a coach post and a coach invite post. You have more people that tell you, no, I don't want to be a coach, but I'm interested in the fitness part, right? That's just par for the course. You're gonna have that. People are a lot more willing to jump into a workout program than into building a business, and that's okay. Don't be discouraged by people saying, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't do MLMs, or whatever it is. Our job is not to convince everybody that this is right. Our job is to convince people that are like us that this could work for them, right? I don't want to work with just anybody. I don't want to work with just anybody who wants to make a buck. I want to work with people who are hardworking, who want to serve other people, and who want to stick with something long enough to see it grow. And that's what this is about. So, inviting to coaching is no different than inviting to your boot camps. You got to post about it. You got to talk about it. You got to tell people what it's doing in your own life. And if you're not doing that, that's okay. Start tonight. Take a picture of this call, post it in your stories. Tomorrow is Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday. It can be about like how your life is different because of coaching, not just a physical transformation. It can be like your confidence has grown. You have a community to hold you accountable. You get to share your story every single day, and that makes you a better person and a better wife, a better whatever that you are called to be. So share what it has done for you, and start now. Don't wait till you hit diamond. Don't wait till you're making six figures. Start now telling people what it has done. And it definitely, just like it takes time for people to hear about your challenge group 7 to 10 times, they say it takes people hearing 7 to 10 times before they take action. It's going to be the same thing for coaching. So you can't do it once and expect the results to come. All right. So be consistent in doing these things. Coach invites. So I will still say, it's still easier for me to invite to challenge groups than to reach out to a woman and say, hey, you want to join my team? You want to do what I'm doing? I don't know why. I can't address that fear inside of myself, but I just have to get over it and have to do it anyway. And I have to go back to that list that tells me why my life is different, right? So coaching invites, you know what? I think that, we're also scared to invite people to a challenge group because we don't want people to think that, we think they're overweight, or we think that they're this or that, right? Coaching, you get to send like basically somebody some love and say, hey, I think you'd be awesome at this. And so sending an invite to people about coaching is honestly like, if you shift your mindset and say, oh, she's not going to want to do this, but instead say, hey, I can give this person a compliment today because I'm inviting her because I think she'd be great. Invite with confidence. Tell people why you are inviting them. And I always end my invites with this part of it. There's no pressure. If you don't want to do this, that's totally fine. But I'm thankful every single day that someone asked me. And I mean that with all my heart. If Melanie hadn't invited me to like 6 sneak peeks or coaching opportunity calls, like I wouldn't be here. I said no over and over, you guys. And now here I am, like, my life is totally transformed because she was just doing her job, right? And so like give an invite, tell them, hey, I think you'd be great at this. This is what I'm looking for. I think you'd rock. If you don't want to do it, that's okay, but why not come learn more, right? So don't overthink. I said it before, don't overthink this. Just send the invites and ask people to do this with you. And I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to say no, but you're planting seeds. You are planting seeds just like Melanie did with me. And so don't give up on people, especially those ones would make great coaches.
One too I wanted to throw in here real quick, Rachel, is for me, most of my working coaches, They don't necessarily come from, well, they do come from my direct invites, but it's because I'm consistently talking about it in my stories of the different things that I love. And I've really honed in on my niche. I was really scared to talk about for a long time that I didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom because I feel like there's a stigma with that, but I wanted to be present with my kids. Once I got over the nerves to start communicating that, guess what? I started attracting women who love to hustle and don't love daycare. My team, and it starts to come. And I think that sometimes we tell ourselves these stories of like, well, I don't have a huge income story to share, or I haven't been able to quit my job, or whatever other BS excuse you're making. I don't know what rock I was hiding under, but if you know my story, you know that I stumbled onto Melanie's Instagram account 6 years ago, refused to follow her, but would go to her page every day and look for her posts. Thank God stories weren't a thing because she would have caught me. She had no clue that I was watching, but Melanie is consistent as heck.
Mm-hmm.
And she shared every single day, every single week about the business. It took me 3 months of creeping on her, but if she had stopped, I probably wouldn't have signed up. And again, I don't know how I missed this. I think it's just Melanie is so gracious and humble. I didn't know she was the top coach. And quite honestly, I would not have signed up with her if I knew she was, because I would have been so intimidated. So don't tell yourself that, you know, I'm not elite, I'm not whatever. People are connecting with you for your journey. So if you just consistently share that, and my challengers see it in my stories, and that makes them interested in coaching too. So just share you, but do it really consistently, because you don't know who's creeping on you on Instagram in the woodworks.
Yeah, that's so true. You just got to keep doing it. It's like, just do the things and trust us. Like, good things are going to come. Okay. So this is kind of a little bit of a tough love, but I know you guys are going to relate to this, but I can guarantee you there are at least 4 reasons why you're not inviting to coaching. All right. And so this may speak more to some coaches who've been here for a while and not new ones as much, but I promise you that these 4 things have touched my business at some point in the last 6 years. And I know they touch every coach's. One reason you may not be inviting is because you're not confident in the opportunity. Maybe you're not doing the business, maybe you're not doing the vitals, and you're not seeing Success Club, and you're not seeing it happen. And so that is making you lack confidence in this business. I'm here to tell you, Abby's here to tell you, this business works. We have overcome obstacle after obstacle, but we just honestly do the things on the success tracker every day. And that is where our success comes from. So if you're not doing those things, that's where you go back and start. Even before you start thinking about Diamond, you say, am I doing the vitals, and am I hitting Success Club? If you're doing those things, you will hit Diamond. Like, you will hit Diamond, no doubt. Maybe you're afraid they're going to say yes, and you're like, crap, what do I do with them then? Like, I can't train a new coach. You can tell me in the chat bar, is that what's going through your head? Because I know it went through my head a whole lot. Every time I had somebody say, yes, I want more information, like, I wanted to go like hide in a hole. But here's the thing, you guys, you are part of an incredible team. All right. I don't care who your upline is. You have access to resources that are going to help someone else succeed, just like they have us. And honestly, there are coaches in this business crushing it without an upline. Like, it doesn't take like just the perfect upline. It takes an upline if you are doing the things on the tracker and you're sharing examples and you're plugging them into weekly training calls, to a new coach training, whether it's you running it or your upline coach. You can help someone grow in this business right alongside you. So you got to just like shove that fear to the side and say, we will learn together, right? So you also might be thinking, what do I do when they join? Like, what do I do if I have somebody sign up as a new coach? Like, how do I teach them? I mean, I can promise you, like, I'm going to give you the goods. Like, if you're in our team, and I know Melanie has done it for us as well, especially when you get in the Rising Stars, like, that's another reason. Becoming a Diamond coach and joining the Rising Stars has taught me how to be a leader and I am not a leader. Like, I did not come into this business being a natural born leader. Like, I've had to scrape and claw and fight and learn right along with everybody else. And I've done that honestly through the Rising Stars and with the other women who are growing up alongside me in this business. You learn when you do. When you get a new coach, you learn how to onboard a new coach. If you're waiting to know how to do that, then you're not going to do it. All right. And maybe you have been burned in the past. Like maybe you've had coaches who've come and gone and you really doubt sustainability. You know, I know that our team, like we're told all the time, the people that helped you get started in the business in the beginning are not necessarily going to be the people that are with you 4 or 5 years from now. And that's okay. You stick with it, and that's what matters. Okay. So coaches will come and go. And if you're letting that mess with your head, then hear me. Stop right now. You are going to have people like, look at Abby, look at me. We've been 5-6 years. Melanie's been here for like 9 years. Like Megan Blink is on this call. Like, I mean, like there are people who stick with this business. I promise you, we're living proof. All right. So don't let those things stop you from inviting to the coaching opportunity. What's next, Abs? All right. So we have talked about what Diamond is, why it's important, how to start taking action, getting over those stupid fears in all of our heads. They exist for all of us. And now what? Some of you guys are Diamond coaches. Some of you guys are already Diamond. Some of you guys will be Diamond on Thursday. Some of you guys will be Diamond in September, like Abby talked about. So what happens then? What we want you to know, there are 3 things that we want you to take away from this call tonight. And you may be like, Rachel, that's so far down the road. Like, I can't even think about it. That's okay. We're planting seeds, just like we planted seeds for you to join and become a coach. We're planting seeds for your success tonight. We want you to know that when you become a Diamond coach, your whole world is not going to change. All right. It's not going, yeah, you're going to be earning $18. You're going to get into the Rising Stars, which are 2 incredible things. But a new diamond is honestly a very shaky diamond. You're still going to have to fight for it. You're still going to have to check your downline every Sunday and Tuesday to make sure you're holding it. That's just part of it. And if that's going to discourage you and make you quit, then I mean, you got to re-examine your heart, right? This is a business where you really have to fight for what you want. And I'll tell you, I dropped Diamond twice, and it made me doubt my calling as a coach so much that I almost quit. I can remember standing on a beach at a Diamond retreat, and I had like 6 coach cancellations in my inbox, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. And Kim Carver was like, Rachel, stop. You can't say that, you know? And so like, it's going to be a shaky diamond, and that's okay. We all are. So the important thing is you can't back off from doing the things that got you to Diamond. Going Emerald again, you know, recruiting 2 coaches a month, hitting Success Club every month. You can't get to Diamond and be like, I've arrived. Like, you just have to keep going. And that's what's going to help you grow and succeed as a leader. The next thing, your next goal after Diamond, after stabilizing Diamond, which is very much a goal, is that you want to set 2-star as your goal. First, 1-star. When you become a 1-star coach, you're a Diamond. You have a Diamond coach on one of your legs. You get to go to New Leadership Conference, which is freaking amazing. Like, it's the best thing ever in Los Angeles in February. And then 2 stars, your next big leadership goal, because that, like Abby said before, that really unlocks a lot of earning potential, and you get to start a whole new business center, and you get to start a whole new, like, just coach business center, which, like she said, is duplicating yourself. And it's so very cool. Like, so very cool. So that is, now you guys probably have questions. Like, so that's really our presentation, and educating you guys and giving you guys some love, tough love, and inspiration. Tell us, what questions do you have for us about getting to Diamond, about income, about anything? Like, are you guys running a sneak peek? What actions are you going to take after this call? Let's start there. Oh, it's on. Yes, Lisa, it's on.
I really want you guys to set a date. I have it, and honestly, it scares the heck out of me every day that I look at this stupid goal I wrote on my mirror, because it's absurd. And every day I have to stare at it, and you know what? It makes me believe it. And every day when I'm like getting ready, I'm like, dang, okay, who do I need to show up as to do that? So like, I really challenge you guys. I know it sounds corny. Write them down every day. If you need to write them on your tracker, if you need a thing on your mirror, write it down, set a date, commit to it, and tell somebody, because it's really easy to have these goals and be so scared that you're going to fail, that you don't even tell someone. And so I remember I messaged Melanie a goal that I have for this next year, and I was like, I'm going to puke, but if I don't tell you, like, I'm not going to take action on it. So share it with your coach, share it with your husband, share it with your team. Like, give yourself, like, don't give yourself a way out, okay? Because that really will help you. First sneak peek, awesome, Caitlin, that's good. Kimberly, follow-ups, perfect. Yeah, Sandra, you're going to invite to coaching and tell your hubby to keep you accountable. I love it. See, this is, guys, this is the work. This is what matters right here. Anything else you guys need, have questions on?
All right. Good, good, good. All right. Well, now you have the goods. You know what to do. Let's go do it, you guys. Let's pop some diamonds. Because one thing that a really important thing too, I don't think we really mentioned it, is that you are always a part of a team. And when you hit your goals, you help not only your upline hit their goals and hold their goals, but you are showing like your future coaches like you can do this. When you hit a goal, you're showing somebody else that they can do it too. And I think that's what's so powerful about this business. We do not build an income or whatever on the backs of other people. We have to do the work and we have to show people that what's possible. So I love, love, love that about my business. Yes, resetting your mind again. Awesome, you guys. Like we want messages from new diamond coaches in the next 3-4 months and telling us that you've hit it. All right. All right, you guys, that's all we've got. We'll share the recording. We will share the slides. So go do the things and we'll be cheering you on. All right? Good.
Thank you.